I am so proud and happy to be part of this presentation today. Those of you who know me know that sometimes I get a little bit cutting edge in some of the things I'm saying, so I'm going to ask you right up front to just forgive me in advance if anything I say here on the presentation in any way tweaks you at all. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to help you become a winning trader. That's all I care about, so just want you to know that. My name is Mohan. This is a picture of me here, and this is where I live during the winter months on the beautiful ocean here, and this is a lovely sunset near Laguna Beach, California. And I like to present that because it's just so beautiful here. And then, of course, my regular home is in Nevada. When I go back there during the warmer months, I like the hot weather too, so it's quite pleasant. This is one of my websites, and I'm going to first of all briefly say a few things and show you some free things you can get from my website that'll help you tremendously in trading. First of all, and what is most important, is what I'm going to show you today is how to make money in the markets tomorrow in the easiest possible way and start a major career in trading and making money. Notice I keep saying making money. Charts and all these fancy things and technical indicators are all great. They're very sexy and fun to watch and fun to play with, but unless you're making money, you're playing games with yourself and you're fooling yourself. And that's what I'm here to try to help prevent. It's very difficult business. It's not easy. You're stepping into the casino. You have to remember that. Trading is for very mature adults who have a lot of money. Let me repeat that. Trading is for mature adults who can handle drawdowns and not get all freaked out and can come back as a winner and stick with the game, and they have a lot of money to spend to be able to afford to trade and finance positions in trading. That's how you start a career in any business. If you start a pizza franchise and they charge you 50 grand to get started, and they say they're going to run ads for you, and you got to run your own ads, you got to hire people and everything, you're immediately coming into a deficit buying the franchise and getting started right off the gate. If the ads don't pan out right away, it's going to take time to build that business. You with me? We're talking about starting a pizza franchise with, say, a Domino's or a popular franchise. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's going to take some time, and you're going to make a big investment, and it's going to take some time to build it up. Well, the exciting news is I'm going to show you today how to avoid a lot of that by using a very, very incredibly simple method using my proven Boomerang Day Trader system that is guaranteed, the first and only system in the history of the futures market, guaranteed to produce 90% winning trade signals. That's right. That's something you're not going to ever hear in the futures industry, but I'm guaranteeing Boomerang Day Trader will produce 90% winning trade signals. I can't guarantee your skill and ability to follow very simple rules to get those winning trades, but I can guarantee that my system will produce that. We stand by it, and we've sold over 1,000, 1,600 Boomerang. Never, ever had one single refund or anybody challenge me on the guarantee. We have bi-weekly free training classes. Once you purchase Boomerang, it's only $11.95, which is peanuts in this business. $11.95, and we have free bi-weekly training course where I go over every setup over the previous 2 weeks and show you how accurate it is. And those are recorded on my webinars and blogs so that you can watch them in advance before you purchase Boomerang. But this is, again, very incredible and simple. I'm going to give you a little profile of myself in a second here, but I just want to let you know what I do is I train traders through my service, and all it costs is $11.95 to purchase Boomerang, and we train you how to become what I call a blue-collar trader. You've heard of blue-collar workers. Those are the salt of the land. Those are, you go into a car factory, and here's the guy, he installs the stereos in those new Fords. All he does is install the stereos. When it comes down the production line to him, he's an expert on putting the holes in the cars, setting the speakers, putting the stereo in, getting everything dialed up and tuned up. It's got to be perfect. That's all he does. He doesn't tune up the carburetors or put in the engines or install the tires. He only does that. In our business of day trading, because my company is called Day Traders Action, and we use Boomerang Day Trader, which I developed after 10 years of looking around the industry for systems that really, 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 really work and that I could consistently make money. And I'm sorry to say it was very difficult. I couldn't really find any that I felt comfortable with, so I invented my own. Boomerang has since become one of the top-selling systems, day trading systems in the industry, and soon to become even more closer to the top because we're expanding, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later. But a blue-collar worker does this. We go into the market, we follow our job assignment, which is what is given by Boomerang Day Trader, and by the markets. And following that job assignment, we take the easiest and the fastest money that's available at the lowest risk possible. And Boomerang Day Trader does all the work for you. I want the money right now. I don't know about you, but I want the money right now, today, as quickly as possible and with as little risk as possible. The longer I sit in the market, the more risk I got. And look at these insane whipsaw markets these days. You get in these trades and that thing moves ahead and you're feeling good of holding a trade a day or a couple hours or whatever. Here comes the whipsaw and just knocks you right out with a big loss because you sat in the market. You got a lot of risk sitting in that market. But I want the money right now, and that's what we do. So a little about myself. Here's, again, a picture of me up at the beautiful sunset in Laguna Beach, and I got a lovely view of this while I'm trading, and it's quite a pleasant existence. But trading is a difficult business, I said. Therefore, if you come on my site, daytradersaction.com, I'll just show you a couple of free things you can do. Is you can click on how to read the market like a book. And this will tell you in very simple terms how to read the market like a book, the surface buy. We're talking the U.S. stock indexes. That's where the action is every day. You can try to trade cocoa and all these other markets, but sometimes those things will sit for years. But I'm telling you, if you come into the day trading business, you want to work the U.S. stock index markets, or if you're in Europe, you can work the stocks and Euro stocks and all that stuff here. This simple free article will show you how to use what I call the high five. Now, you don't need this at all for Boomerang. I'm just showing you how to become a professional trader and stop wasting a lot of time going to endless webinars and taking courses and different things, very expensive. Here's what you need to learn how to read this, what I call the surface bias of the market. I will give you the underlining, or what I call the airline view of the market. Way up in the sky above the helicopter is something I do every day. I've been doing this for 14 years. A little about myself is I became very well known over the last 14 years for publishing a newsletter called the Daily Directional Forecast. In that newsletter, I did the impossible, and that was the next day's exact direction of the market with 80% accuracy. That's right. We had thousands of subscribers who would come on and watch me call the exact direction of the market, look to buy dips, we're going to get a rally mid-session, stuff like that, crystal clear calls. Well, recently I've stopped that service, and now I do it live every day. And I'm telling you right now, it's amazing. It's so much fun. We use a mini NASDAQ, and we call the exact direction in advance on our pre-market opening briefing, what the underlying bias was. Today I said the market, and this was 8 hours ago that I recorded it, but it's a heavy buy bias for today. Well, look at that action up here. Here's the high five right here. Live, the market's still open. Up 198 on the Dow, just smoking them higher here. Look at that ES cranked up almost 21 handles from the previous day's close. NASDAQ up in the same level here. These are the advanced decline issues, advanced decline ratio here, the TRIN and the transportation index. Anyway, you don't need all this stuff to trade Boomerang, as I'll show in a minute, but this is a free article which will show you how to read the market like a book, like a pro, using these simple high five indices which are available in all the data feeds that are out there, eSignal, Ninja Traders, Kinetic. You can go to all of these services and you can build a quote board and read these data very clearly like a pro. I show you exactly how the art of synthesizing that. This is all free stuff that you can learn. It's kind of like if you're going to become a swimmer, you need a pair of swimsuits, right? Well, a lot of people, believe it or not, come and trade the stock indexes and they don't know what the high five is. It's like going in a swim pool and having the coach go, well, buddy, you got your jeans and your shirt on. You got to go get a swimsuit. And he goes, well, what's that for? What, really? Yeah, you need a swimsuit. You're going to swim in the pool. And they don't know that, and I'm shocked. I hear this all the time, and I go, dear God, please come into my courses. They're free. Learn how to trade the markets with this. Learn what the high five are. Learn how to read the market like a book, and you'll be quite happy. So feel free to read that article and study that, and we'll do everything we can to help you. While you're there, go ahead and and watch my video on the day trading affirmation shot in the beautiful jungles of Kauai. Just click this button and a helicopter with me narrating will soar through the beautiful jungles of Kauai in Hawaii with the waterfalls and everything, and you'll hear my internal magic 7 affirmations and my external magic 7 affirmations. They will pretty much bring you to the state of trading with complete success once you learn how to have a proven method. Do you hear that? The essential ingredients of trading is you have to have a proven method, not a guess, an estimation, an intuition, which a lot of traders do. I was guilty of that for many years. I got a gut feeling here. They're going lower. You need a proven method that gives you exact entries, exact stops, and you got to know what the heck you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing and you're stepping into the casino, guess what's going to happen? That's right, you're just winging it. It's like going to Vegas, taking the free drinks, getting a little hooched, and kablamo, they knock you out for $5 grand before you know it, and don't worry, pal, we'll give you a free room, you know. We'll soothe the pain for you. Well, in trading, the only soothing of the pain is getting a winning system that's proven. Not somebody telling you on a webinar, but actually going in and seeing that action live traded and seeing a proven system. So that's what we offer to traders here. Now, just in case, it's a little bit early in the game here, but if you happen to be interested, you can email me right now at mohan@daytradersaction.com and request a free 2-week trial to my trading room, and you can come in and join me in the action every day. We'll have some fun, try to make some money, do our best to get them cooking here. But if you're serious about becoming a blue-collar trader, I highly advise you to investigate Boomerang Day Trader before you join any course or any of these other expensive things that are out there, because Boomerang Day Trader, you should be able to make the $1,200 back, which again is chicken feed in this business. That's a few ticks on the wrong side of a trade. You'll be able to make that back, I expect, very quickly. So again, I'd love to show you how to become a blue-collar trader. It's not that hard, but you got to have a proven system. Now here's Boomerang, a proven system. But before we do that, let me just flip over to my other site, which is my blog. And you can see me boldly stating here for the whole trading community to see, I've set the bar so high that it's unlikely to be topped very quickly. My new Boomerang Ultra will produce 90% winning trades guaranteed. The guarantee with the asterisk, when you read it, simply says you got to know the rules. There's only 3 rules, and you got to follow them. You got to become a little skilled. I cannot in any way guarantee your skill, your experience in trading, or your emotional ability to stay in a trade when it's right, or your inability to not stay in a trade when it's right. But I can guarantee the signals of Boomerang, which I'll show you in a minute. It will astound you and blow your mind. Now, I'm not here to sell you on Boomerang. We've got thousands of sales, and we got more and more increasing all the time. What I'm here to do is sell you on yourself. And that is, you're coming to these webinars about trading. Do you really want to become a trader, or do you want to become a pontificator or an armchair speculator? Do you want to get in this market and pay your mortgage this week or your rent? Do you want to get in this market and make some money to buy your lady friends some beautiful shoes? The ladies love shoes. Guys do too, but the ladies love beautiful new shoes. I'm telling you, if you go in and make $1,000 tomorrow in the markets, you'll have the extra cash to take the kids out for pizza, maybe the soccer team if you make enough, put enough contracts on with us, and you'll have some extra, and you can take your lady out to lunch and buy her some new shoes. Watch the action then. You'll get some real good excitement going, because she's going to go, wow, I like this deal. And you go, yeah, I'm working with Mohan. We're making some money. We're having some fun. And we're going out to lunch at your favorite restaurant. She goes, oh, I like where we're going with this deal. So what, you see what I'm saying? That's what you want. That's the trader mood. That's what that kind of action you want to get into. You want to get in that mood of, I'm going to take my darling out for the nicest dinner tomorrow because I just made $1,000 trading with Mohan on Boomerang Day Trader. Watch the short introductory video below. You can go to boomerangtrader.com. Let me show you the proof in giant capital letters. Then attend one of our live training webinars as a guest. They're only normally for Boomerang Day Traders. And every 2 weeks I'm putting these on and showing you the proof of 90% winning trades. I can't guarantee that you or I or anyone will take all the signals and make 90% winning trades. You got to snap out of that challenging attitude and realize you can act challenging and challenge me, but why don't you challenge yourself and ask yourself how much money you made trading this week and last week and the last week. That's the challenge. Quit challenging me. Challenge yourself and say, I want to make money. I want to kick ass and make some money. I don't want to play games and go to endless webinars and endless trading courses and not get anywhere, spending money with different people but having to learn all these complicated methods. I'm going to show you in a second. Give me a moment here. Don't be offended. I'm on your side. I know you may not understand that, but I'm on your side to snap you out of the hypnotism of this endless chasing of trading information rather than chasing of making money profits. See what I'm saying? Look, I walk the talk. I've been in the industry for over 14 years. The Ultra Boomerang is a new level of accuracy in day trading software never reached and seen in the industry before. Trading is not an easy business. There are risks, and only risk capital should be used. I'm sort of putting the disclaimer that I normally say every day before I open my room or do any webinars. I'm kind of couching it in the current introduction right here. We all should know the CFT disclaimers, but I get surprised when I get people, little crybabies who are immature, who email me and say, well, I lost money and it's all your fault. And I go, didn't you read the CFTC disclaimer? You're stepping into the casino. Quit crying. When you step into the casino, if you lose money, the only response you should have as a mature adult is, I stepped into the casino and I lost money. That's it. It's no one's fault. It's not even your fault. The only fault of you is that you didn't buy a proven system, you didn't study it enough, you didn't do the research, and you didn't follow the rules. So in that sense, you can do that, but don't beat yourself up about it. We all do that once in a while. I am sticking my neck out to show traders the proof of my new Ultra Boomerang day trading results and how you can also begin to radically improve your trading, make it easier, more profitable. So go to my site and you'll see that. I think you'll get a kick out of it. This is all real. I know it's never been done in the industry, so people go, what, am I in the Twilight Zone or something? No, you just got a proven system that the developer, namely me, Mohan, is so damn confident in that I'm going to give you a guarantee of 90% winning trade signals. You want to see some? Here's, well, what do we got here? 2.6, 215. I just kind of threw this on. I got my Ninja Trader set up for 40 sessions because usually in our, we just had one yesterday, by the way, and it'll be recorded on the blog. You can watch it for free. You can watch my free bi-weekly free training course. It comes with Boomerang. When you buy Boomerang, you get me to answer your emails anytime you need, 24 hours a day. I work around the clock. I love it. I run a private hedge fund, and I love trading, and I like making money, so there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Anyway, look at this now. Here's Boomerang. Now, there are short 5-minute tutorials on the blog under resources. Let me just show you that well. Just look under tutorials, and you'll see it in there. It's a little library of videos, but it shows the Boomerang components. Just to briefly explain those, you got the thick line here is what's called the dynamic trend band number 1. The thin dash dotted one is dynamic trend band number 2. And this thick red line is called the Cobra. The trade signal line is this ultra thin one running here, and it colors the signal line, colors the candles. Here we use candlesticks on Boomerang as a default, and we use 450 ticks. Look, I spent years building Boomerang. I didn't build it in 6 months like a lot of these guys that are coming out. I built it over a 5-year period of research, and I tested different time frames and Renkos and candlesticks and all this stuff. I tested all of it for over a 3-year period, 450 ticks, even though I was reluctant, kept coming out to be the winner. And there are more details on that described in my blogs. Plenty of information there, but for simple terms, we watch for the crossover of the dynamic trend bands, and we trade a signal to the pullback line, which is marked live in real time by these yellow dots right in the signal line. If I go back a year from this date, those signal dots will be on the same exact position at the same exact price shown over here a year from now. And then we trade on those, and we watch, again, blue-collar worker for a 3-point pullback. That's all we're looking for in this case, 3-point move. I show you in detail in our blogs how to catch the larger scale moves. That's not a problem. But for now, just take the signal, make the easiest, fastest 3 points you can, And if you want to take more risk, make more money, my advice is get really, really, really good at following our exact proven 90% winning guaranteed program for trading these signals, and add more contracts. One contract's going to, for a 3-point move, is going to make you $60. 4 is going to make you $240. 8's going to make you almost $500 minus the commish. $500. You could take one trade a day, put on 8 contracts, make $500, and end the session. Well, guess what? Boomerang produces on a busy day an average on the low end, on a slower day, of 5 precision setups a day, up to 12, 13. Pretty amazing, huh? We have bias indicator 1 and 2 down here to tell you when to exit trade. If you're going to go for a longer move, look at, they're right up here at the top. This is number 2 is the market force indicator. That's a term that I use. And if you want to hold for a runner, you're going to get, and this is what the purpose of this webinar today, I set it up with Reed, is how Boomerang forecasts larger scale moves. There's no other system that I know of in the industry that, and a software that tells you in advance when a larger scale move is going to come out. And I'm going to show you that in a second. But the point is, you can follow the runner all the way down till it hits the peak exhaustion level shown here on this magenta line at the 10-point level. So you could have taken this trade and just, for that method, calmly held it until it hit under these levels. The market's surging at this point. Then you just cover up the trade by clicking your short on sell, and you just hit close and cover it up. Okay, so with that in mind, let me show you one simple thing that'll blow your mind about Boomerang to prove the 90% winning trades right before your eyes, and then I will go on and give you the details on how to catch the runners. The only software system I know of that has a built-in choppiness alert that really, really works, and a runner alert that gives you all the setup. Okay, first of all, see this thick, I've thickened up this magenta line here. What I'm going to do, just for our purposes of ease of seeing, what I'm going to show you here, I'm going to go over here to the dynamic trend band right here. This is on Ninja, and I'm simply going to thicken up this 3-point line to a 4-point line. That's the dynamic trend band number 2. So that's these 2 magenta lines here, and they'll turn this color here, this azul cyan color, the blue color, which is bullish. Okay, so first of all, let me show you one thing. All I want you to look at is this thicker solid line here. That's the dynamic trend band number 2. Now watch, when that line is red and there's a yellow dot, you sell. When that line is blue and there's a blue dot, you buy. Okay, there's a sell there. There's a blue dot there, but what color is the steep dynamic trend band? It's cyan color. It's red color. I'll just use red and blue. It's red. There's no trade here. Even though it panned out, there's no trade. Here's another yellow dot. 3 points, 3 point, 2 winners a row. So if you had 4 contracts on, you're up $500 in just a few minutes. This again, blue collar worker, cash in the hand, mortgage paid, bills paid, new shoes for the girlfriend, wife, or if you're one of our respected lady traders, and I've got a whole bunch of them, and I respect them. Boy, a lot of times the ladies are better as traders because they have a little more emotional control. I'm finding this out. Not always the case, but a lot of times. Some don't, but many do. Anyway, the point is the ladies can buy their men some nice cologne that they like. You can pick it out. If you like that aroma, then, boy, he'll wear it. I would. Anyway, the line's blue here now, right? Here's a blue dot. You see that? Let me blow this up. Boy, I hate those scrunched up charts. I'm one of these advocates of blow the chart up and let's see what's really going on. None of these scrunched up little charts where I can't see your entry, and a small scrunched up chart, here's your entry, but if you get stopped out, it doesn't look like you get stopped out because the chart's scrunched up, but then when you blow it up, you go, oh my God, that was like a 10 handle pullback. And anyway, blue line, blue dot, 3-point winner. Blue line, new blue dot, 3-point winner. 5-point stop is being used. I said 90% guaranteed winning trades. What are we seeing right now? Red line. Now this yellow dot didn't appear before this line turned red, but with one of our rules, the actual rule is not to trade it the way I'm showing you, but there's other if the Cobra here, what's called the Cobra crosses the dynamic trend band number 2 flattening out, and these two lines here are scrunched up close together within like a point like they are here, you would have taken that signal. But just going to my example, all we're going based on is red line, yellow dot, blue line, blue dot. So let's skip this one because it didn't occur after this line change. Let's find the next one. Red line, yellow dot, huge winner. We're getting down to the bottom of the thing here, but guess what? Yellow dot, 14 quarter, moved down to 11 quarter. If you didn't get out in time, they ramped up, and so what? You got stopped out. But one of our rules is you don't trade these third and fourth level trades, but I'm just showing you a real basic, simple, something your kids could do. Blue line, blue dot, winning trade. Let's go to the next day here. This is all pre-market, which it still works beautiful. But let's get to the opening here. Blue line, blue dot, first blue dot, winning trade. Blue line, yellow dot, no trade. Blue line, blue dot, screaming winning trade, just screaming higher. You with me? Am I making this stuff up? No. I could go back over 100 charts and you're going to see the same thing. Blue line, yellow dot, no trade. Blue dot, blue line, blue dot, scream higher. 90% winners so far. Red line, red dot, 3-point pullback. We're just talking 3 points and a 5-point stop. That's the rules. That's the guarantee. Red line, yellow dot, 3-point winner. Red line, blue dot, no trade. Immediately here, yellow dot here. There's another one here, 3-point winner. Red line, thick line. The thick line, that's all we're looking at. Blue dot, no trade. This is the bottom of the barrel here. This would have maybe gotten stopped out, but give me a break. I mean, it's the bottom of the barrel. The price are crossing over the DTB number 1. Don't take that trade. Blue line, blue dot, winning trade. You could teach your kids to do this for you and pay them $10 an hour. Look how much money you'd make. Give them a little education. Blue line, blue dot. Let's see if this got stopped out here. 2075, 1750, still held. Look at this blue dot here, held a 5-point stop and screamed higher. No trade, yellow dots, blue line. Okay, the line's now red. There's your dot, pull back, 3 points. I'm showing it right before your eyes. I could go over 100 charts and we could sit here for 5 hours and you'd see the same thing. In fact, my last free training, which was not yesterday but 2 weeks prior, was 5 hours long. I sat on there for 5 hours. I did the initial presentation, recorded it. We went over a bunch of charts, went over some more for the next hour, and spent 3 hours answering questions. I don't know where all these questions come from. This is so simple, but I don't mind. I like this. I've been doing this for 14 years. When I started in this business, I was getting 100 to 200 emails a day, and I answered every single one of them. Now, of course, Mohan has been around a while. The phenomena is there. The new phenomena is Ultra Boomerang that I developed, and is the first and only system in the futures industry that guarantees 90% winning trades, and I'm showing them to you right here, right before your eyes. Red line, yellow dot, winning trade. Blue line, blue dot, stopped out. Oh, we got stopped out. What the heck is going on? Well, guess what? I can tell you right now, what I'm showing you, the blue line, blue dot, that's not our exact system. Our exact system would not have taken this trade because if you turn your head to the left, you can see this pot belly here, and we call these fat channels. These are a fat channel, and they're created by fast spike moves up, and we get a lot of this action lately. Fast spike moves up that cause a fat channel, and we do not take those trades at the top of that. We simply wait for a pullback to the dynamic trend band number 1, and you can see that's exactly where they stopped here, and that's where they went up. Now, the first blue line, 12 half, right? And they came down to 9, 10, 11, 12. So even still, blue line, blue dot, this trade did not get stopped out for 5 points, and let's see if they ran them up here. 1275 ran up to 16 quarters. So this blue dot still scored a 3-point gain, because that's all we're looking for in this system anyway, and Boomerang would have not traded this according to the rules. They would have traded down here at the dynamic trend band number 1 area. Anyway, this ended up being a winning trade anyway and did not get stopped out, pulled back here. So we're still on a 90%, we're actually closer to 95% winning streak on the trades that I'm showing you live right here today on the charts. Now again, everything, nothing moves. You can go back 100 days and these will still be here 100 days into the future. Boomerang is very excellently programmed, works like a charm. We've got, you know, many, many users with testimonials that you can see on the blog that I showed you around the world. Look at the action here. Blue line, where's our first blue dot? Right here, shooting up to the moon here. $1,200, that's peanuts. Even if it was 50% accurate, it's peanuts. 90% accurate, guaranteed. I get people asking me, can I make payment programs? And I try to be nice. I'm trying to be nice in this webinar. I'm telling you right now, futures trading is for wealthy people who can afford to lose money and finance positions and finance. It is not for broke people who are spending their rent money to try to desperately grab a position in the markets and make their rent. Friends, if you can't afford $12.95, let me be very frank with you, you probably don't belong in the futures business. I'm sorry, but you have to consider that. If you can't just whip out $1,200 for something I'm showing you that's guaranteed to produce 90% trading signals, don't call me and ask me for payment plans. Please, it's embarrassing. You don't belong in the industry. I'm just being frank. I'm being your trading friend. I'm being a real person. You're going to lose $1,200 without Boomerang so quick, it's going to make your head spin, and then you're going to go, God, I should have spent that with Mohan, but guess what? Now I'm broke because you're trading on a shoestring. I'm just telling you that's not the game. That's not the way the game is played. Blue line, blue dot, straight up. You can train your kids to trade this. Jimmy, listen, sit down, buddy. I know you're good at computer and you got your little phones and you're always using your thumbs and texting your girlfriend and stuff. All I want you to do is I'm going to pay your daddy's going to pay you $10 here. When this line trades blue, Jimmy, all I want you to do, and you get a blue dot, is just go over here and click buy. And this will set up the brackets for a long trade or a short trade automatically. Let me do one real quick and you can see it. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Because I got the charts far back, it's going to jam it way up there. We're way back in the past here. Look at these charts. But you could do that with your kid. Look at that. When this line changes to this red color, Jimmy, and you see a yellow dot, I just want you to go up here and hit this sell button and don't do anything more, because Boomerang will automatically take them out here, and if you get stopped out, it'll automatically stop them out. Blue line, first blue dot comes right in here, 37.75, 42, 3 points. Red line, first yellow dot, 32 quarter, down they go, 27.75. You with me? Blue line, first blue dot, 36 half, ran up to 39.70, 3 points. Same thing, same old routine. I've showed you right before your eyes winning trades. I'll show you how to catch these runners in our courses, free courses. Red line, no dot until you get way down here. Just common sense says don't trade at the bottom of the fat channel. Turn your head to the left. Look at that. You can see the belly. See what I mean? The back is here, this light shaded channel. It's shaded red for bearish, shaded green for bullish. This is just the dynamic trend band is in a flattening period and it's flipping around here. You could trade the first blue dot. Let's see what we got here. 62.75. Came down to 58. Still held the 5-point stop and shot up higher. I haven't found any. I think we had one that got stopped out. Do you see what I'm saying? Red, yellow dot, go short, down they go. You won't see anything else like this in the industry, and why would you want to look around anyway? Boomerang Day Trader, I've programmed all this stuff in from personal trading experience to help you become a winning trader. Red line, yellow dot, 3 points. I could go over hundreds of charts and kind of keep an eye on it because I want to go over exactly what the name of this program was and how Boomerang helps you catch larger scale moves, alerts in advance. But I just show you a couple more. Blue line, blue dot, up they go. Red line, first yellow dot came in here. Now again, they spiked them lower here, but here's your first trade. 94.75, 92.75. A little bit whipsaw, but eventually they worked their way down and gave you the 3 points. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Red line, yellow dots, down they go. Big move. So now, with this last big move, you're probably wondering, hey, the theme of your webinar was how Boomerang will help you catch larger scale moves. Well, that's why I thickened up this dynamic trend band I'm going to show you right now. This is going to blow your mind. I'm not even going to go backtrack. I'm just going to go forward from here. The date up here is 211 if you want to look at your own charts. Well, all we're looking for is the crossover of the dynamic trend band number 1 shown here over dynamic trend band number 2 shown here. That's your runner alert. That's alert for a larger scale move. So all I'm going to do right now is show you a whole bunch of these. They're about 80% accurate. But 80% accuracy to know exactly when a larger scale move is going to occur? Gee, you think you could make money off of that? I'll bet you could. If not, I'll show you how. Even if you're brand new at trading, I'll show you how, as long as you got some money in the bank and you're willing to go through the changes to make money. But if you got, your rent's due and you've only got a couple grand in the bank, you really don't belong in the trading industry. I'm saying that to help you. Crossover, larger scale move. You with me? Crossover, dynamic trend band crossing dynamic trend band 1 crossing number 2. Larger scale move, isn't it? Now what happened here is there was a crossover, but immediately the colors matched on the crossover, and that's Boomerang telling you watch for continuation. What did we get? Another ramp up higher. Here's a barely trying to cross over, and immediately the colors are matching again. They got higher to go. They scream them higher. When that next crossover, look, I'm not even looking at the chart. When that next, I've seen this pattern 100 times. When that next crossover to the downside occurs, we're going to get a screamer to the downside. Here's the crossover coming in right here. I've already said we're going to get a screamer to the downside, and they get a good solid hammering to the downside. Now they're coming into close. We usually don't trade the last 45 minutes of trading. Better to go out and do something fun. Enough of the markets. You've made enough points. You've seen how many winning trades we've had already just from me showing you. $1,200, pay for it in 1 day or less, and make some money, have some fun. So here's another crossover here, and the markets go moving up. My charts are acting up a little bit, not sure what it is. Let me take some of the weight off the market here. Just a little bit, hold on a second here. For some reason, well, anyway, crossover, lower move. For some reason, my charts are just getting a little sticky here. Probably need a reboot or something. Darn computers nowadays, they get so clogged up, you know what I'm saying? So easy for them to get clogged up. Apparently, that's what's happening here. Well, anyway, you get the message. For some reason, I'm not able to move this chart here. It's just a, let me do this. I'm going to just move the data series down a little bit because you see I got 40 days load on. I don't know if this will help or not, but let's see. This is what part of our free training is, how to deal with crisis in the markets. Our previous, one of the previous presenters had a similar situation. Yeah, that seemed to do it. Just had to take some of the data off. It's just because there's a load on my computer because I'm running a bunch of different things, including some behind the scenes as an algorithm program. Because, you know, when you're running a hedge fund, you got to have algorithm readings for certain stocks and things like that. That's what I do. Okay, okay, we're all set now. I just had to take a little bit of load of those heavy days off here. Okay, we're back in business, not even a problem. All we're looking for is crossovers to the downside, says larger scale move. There it is. Crossover to the upside says larger scale upside move. Sometimes they fail. They ran up, they failed, but the Boomerang will tell you exactly when that's going to happen because the dynamic trend band will change the opposite color. We get a crossover, and down they go. Advanced alert. Here's a crossover, advanced alert of a larger scale up move, and what a whopper it was, all the way into the close. Here's a crossover in pre or after market here, strong downside move. Here's a crossover in right as the market's opening, and they scream higher, and then they kind of fizzle out. A new crossover on the downside, and down they go. A crossover here, and make a minor move up, and then they start fizzling out. But again, it's day trading, so Boomerang, you can see, is giving you advanced warnings of stronger moves. You can also monitor the Cobra crossing over the dynamic trend band number 2 to get a little bit tighter entry on those trades. And we show you exactly how to do that in our free classes. The only thing I offer in our system is my trading room is $249 a month, normal price for trading room, and very excellent. You won't believe, we show you how to read the high five, how to read the volume, using the volume meter, everything. And Boomerang is $11.95. That's all at this time that we have. Nothing else to sell you. I'm not a salesman. I'm just trying to sell you on yourself that if you can afford it and you got the money and you're willing to step into the casino and use the best tools, I'm showing you a guaranteed software, the only one in the industry that will guarantee you 90% winning trades so that you can survive in this industry, make some money, not go crazy, and indeed have a nice life, have a nice career. Cross over the dynamic trend bands, which is what we're talking about here. Down they go. Colors, when the colors come back and match again, look for another strong move. There it is. It's normal. Crossover here, up they go. All is advanced warning. Crossover here, a minor blip. Immediately the colors are matching again. Buying the trade, up they go for a huge move to the upside into the aftermarket. Crossover, well, let's get into a live session here. 6:30. This is a West Coast chart.
Hey, Mohan, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're looking at about 2 minutes left.
Oh, 10:15.
Yeah.
I thought it was 45 minutes, but no problem.
Oh, it
okay.
is. Okay. I might be a little bit off. You're right. I do apologize for that. You are done at 2 o'clock, so don't listen to what I have to say. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely no problem. I'm glancing over the clock going, is my clock screwed up here or what? You know, we deal with this every day as traders. You know that. I mean, it's like, uh-oh. Like today, I forgot it was contract rollover, and I was like going, you know, I was talking to everybody in the room, and I said, hey, by the way, you guys, I usually alert you every day to what's going on. It's contract rollover. I forgot, you know, but then we started monitoring the volume. We show you how to manage contract rollover. By the way, today is the, for NQ, which is what we primarily trade, it's 3.5 is the March contract. We're rolling over to June today, but officially you'll watch for that volume to switch over tomorrow. And again, you take a free trial of my room, come on in tomorrow, and I'll show you exactly how to manage the contract rollover. It's very easy to do, but you got to know how to do that and how to use this is a volume meter here, which you can learn how to build a volume meter. Everybody should have a volume meter if you're trading, no matter what you're trading, whether you use Boomerang or whatever. Just go over to my boomerangtrader.com, go to resources, regardless of what kind of data feed you use, scroll down, and right here, how to set up a volume meter, read that blog, and make sure and build a volume meter to protect yourself. The volume is the lifeblood of the markets, and you got to know exactly where the volume is at all times. Okay, here's an extended move. Look at this. The DTB's cross right here. Look at that. Just a whopper move right off the opening. Advanced notice from Boomerang. They crossed again here, right? But look what happened. The colors matched. That says look for an extension further. They extended. Now they're in a crossover mode. Now the colors match here, and a good solid hammering to the downside. And once again here, a crossover, and up they go. You see, I can go on endlessly, but I'm showing you how combining Boomerang with these crossover for stronger alerts, using the Cobra as a trailing stop, using our pullback to the signal line for the crystal clear entries with tight stops. This is how you manage a winning system, and this is how you win in the markets. It's a steady game. You can't win all the trades. We can't be that everyone will make 90% winning trades. We guarantee the software. The traders are so full of variety. We don't know what your experience is or how much emotional stability you have to be a trader. So anyway, crossover, up they go. continuation crossover, up they go, crossover to the downside, hammer it into pre-market and into Globex, all the way up to the opening when another crossover comes in. They surge up, matching colored trend bands across over here, and down they go. I could show you these things endlessly, but that's what originally I had arranged. But Boomerang offers 10 different ways to read the markets, including breakouts, breakdowns, divergence readings using our bias indexes here. You don't need to know all this, but if you want to go top pro, you want to learn what all this stuff is so you can read the markets tick by tick as they're trading in the live action. Exhaustion level reversals, stuff like that. Choppy market indicators. Here's a choppy market indicator right here on Boomerang. What's it telling us? Red candles down, yellow dots, whipsaw, red candle up, green candle, new counter, channel arrow, green down. This is merely Boomerang saying stand aside. When all the trend bands match color, then you can trade the pullback sig line and you're clear to go. So it's 10 different ways, not just the built-in automatic 90% guaranteed winning trades, but also the, like I said, advanced runner alerts, all the things I just mentioned, all built into it. So Boomerang is not one-dimensional, just trading these, but a multi-dimensional way to read the markets as you're trading along here. So in other words, this is something that's vitally important if you're going to be a trader, and we highly encourage you to take advantage of our free services and join the action with us. Have some fun, and let's make some money here. But if you can purchase Boomerang today, I sure appreciate it, because then I can send you the downloads right away, get you cooking, and get you on to winning trades. And you can go to our blog and watch the past blogs here that I've done. This was a January 28th trading. Here's a recent Boomerang trading session here. How to make excellent trades with Boomerang. I'm going to be uploading one tonight from yesterday's. You can go to the blog and you can see all the how to spot the best setups. I show you exactly what to do. And I already showed you the most basic primitive way to do it. So simple you could train one of your kids to do it while you go do something else. He's just in there following instructions. Of course, you got to watch him. You know, these kids, they start texting their boyfriends or girlfriends, and then he screws up the trades for you. I'm not recommending you teach your kids to do it. It's just kind of a joke. You know, we got to have a little fun. It's not all serious. I know a lot of traders like to take everything way too serious, and that's okay. But anyway, you can go and study this on the blog, look at this section here, watch my webinars, and learn as much as you can about trading. We have short 5-minute tutorials here. Got a whole Boomerang library. Just click this top one here, and what that'll do is open up a library of 5-minute tutorials. Now, I'm going to be updating this very soon for several important reasons. I'll have some important announcement coming out soon, but this whole library here, you can see on the scroll bar 5-minute videos for just quick watching to learn about Boomerang on different contracts and different. You can use Boomerang on any live, active, futures, stock, index, or stock contract. Not a problem at all. Works on all those. You can use our default settings. Boomerang is designed for experimenting. If you want to research and experiment, that's fine. But if you stick with what I built, with my experience, and just please get in there and start making winning trades and condition yourself to learn how to trade. Now keep in mind, I show this here on the profile about myself. I was trading 25 years ago during the 80s, like Reed mentioned here. I first started trading the crude oil and the gold and all that stuff, and the market was getting hammered and roasted in the 1987. Unbelievable. Well, we used to have to call brokers, and brokers would advertise in Wall Street Journal and Investors Business Daily, one ring policy. We pick up in one ring. You had to call. You want to get long, you call. They pick up one ring and you go, yeah, they know you. They know you by name as Mohan. Buy one at the market, or buy 10 at the market, or buy 2, or whatever. They know you pre-set it up with them, and they go buying 2 knife. I was trading the knife at the time, which was the New York futures version of the S&P 500, and buy 3 knife market, and he goes, you sit there and sweat, he gives you your fill, you place a stop, you hang up, and you got to get back in the speed dial again. Nowadays, all you do is click a button, and it's unbelievable. Click here at sell, click here at buy, flatten them out in one click. Unbelievable. So simple. So what we're getting ready to end the webinar right now, and what I'd like to invite you to do is, like I said, just email me right here, Mohan at Day Traders Action, with any questions you have. Go on the blog here at Boomerang Trader and just click right here, purchase Boomerang Trader. Get yourself started on the right path. Just buy here now on PayPal or use any credit card you want. $11.95. It's absolute peanuts to get what I just showed you in front of your very eyes, the simplest system to trade, constant winning trades. I think out of like 20, 30 trades I showed you, we had one stop out. And again, using our exact precision method wouldn't have even gotten stopped out. So I invite you to join with us. Have a blast, and let's start making some money and taking the kids out for pizza, taking our spouse out for a lovely dinner, and just get some excitement rolling here. So thanks again very much for joining with us today. Email me with any questions you have so I can give you a detailed answer, and click here and say, free 2-week trial to your room. Come on in the room, and we'll give you a free 2-week trial there. And we'll sure look forward to seeing you in the action in the very near future.